I think I can hang out here for a few minutes. This is not a bad view. Not a bad view at all. It just gets more gorgeous as the sun sets. It's really pretty. We've got trash receptacles in the distance there. You can see a bathhouse. It's the same as this bathhouse here. You've got a women's restroom, women's shower, men's restroom, men's shower, water fountain, hot water. It's kind of nice. These are some of your campsites that are by the water. If you look through those trees, you can see the water. If you plan on staying here, it will be a lot wise to, look at the maps and whatnot for reservations and make reservations early, because these sites by the water fill up first. They fill up quick. It's hard to get a spot on the weekends. They're empty right now because people have left and they're reserved basically through the weekend and whatnot. You have some inside the loop is not on the water, but these here are on the water, and little trails you can walk directly down to the water. Hot showers are nice, a little run down. They didn't have any shower curtains, so your clothes got a little bench there, but they get wet because there's no shower curtain, so that's a concern. There is fresh drinking water available. Use buckets or containers. Do not hook a hose to it. That's pretty much what that says. And I will walk around this loop. There's like 35, 36, somewhere in there, campsites. It's some are double. The what is it? $20 a night, $40 a night for the double ones, $7 if you want electricity for the ones that have electricity. So you have to look into that. And there's a on-site ranger host. And this kind of give you an idea. Here's an empty site. We'll walk down here for a second. You've got a barbecue, fire pit, table, some hooks. Here and there you can hang your trash so animals don't get into it, or you could probably string a canopy across those. Put a tarp up, something like that. But we'll walk down this. You got a little log for sitting on by the water. It's not bad. It even comes with a flower. Okay, let's continue walking. These are some inside, no water view, no water access. There's a large dumpster available. And a lot of these are pretty shady, so if you're dependent on solar, could be an issue. There's another water source. That one does not say potable. I'm assuming it's not. Maybe that's a dump. Yeah, that could be a dump station or something. I don't know. You'd think it would be labeled, but it's not. And then we come around here. These are tent or RV. None of them are really level, but they're close. It's another campsite. Some stacks of gravel for doing things with. And we'll leave you here. There are walking trails around the lake. Pretty well traveled. The view's great. And meanders around. Somebody has left a milk crate here, just to sit on. If I only had a fishing pole, I'd be set. Little view, and this trail keeps going around. There are also horse and off-road vehicle trails in different areas. I haven't been scouting around any of those yet, so we'll see what comes of that. Video placement could end up before this, who knows, during final editing. See how it works out. This seems to be a perimeter trail. Hugs the water around. There are also some inner trails. I don't know if the camera caught that, but there is some sort of rifle range within close proximity to this. I've heard a few gunshots going off. And look across there. There's a couple fishing boats out there. More gunshots. Other than the gunshots, it's really peaceful. Here we are at Cove Boat Landing, which is in the general area here. Pan around for just a minute. You've got a boat launch here, 2 restrooms, trailer parking and regular parking. People shooting in the background still. Here's additional areas where you can put in different things of that nature. Let that sit there for a second. Let's walk down here. Cove Boat Landing, boat fishing access. There's a boat launch. Some kayakers in the distance. Regular parking, restrooms, walking trail, benches. This goes into the cove, and that goes out to the main waterway, is out this direction. Okay, I'm off to the next stop. Here's the shooting range. People interested in that is here. Wolf Den OHV parking area. Essentially a pull off on the side of the road, and you can take your 4-wheelers and off-road vehicles and play, and then the road keeps going this way. So we'll walk up to these signs just for a second. Alrighty. See if there's anything interesting over here besides the garbage. There's no restrooms at this facility. And just tells you your fees. And there's a map. And let's go this way. Looks as though we're coming across a roadside camp spot. A little pull in, a little fire pit there. No signs that say no camping. We'll remember this spot's here in case we need to come back. Here's another roadside pull-off. In a wide open spot. There's a fire pit. No signage. There's a fire pit. This right here is another little fire pit over here. There's a hill that goes up there to explore. Road that way. And road out. I may stay here. I've got a little bit of internet service. I may just eat lunch. There's camping, river access, kayaks, stuff like that. The kayaks aren't there, but if you have one, you can bring it here. But the road here is not for the faint of heart. This is a four-wheel drive road. Or you'll be leaving your car at the bottom and walking out. And just get a short clip of this video. There are lots of camping spots here. I mean, at least a dozen of them I passed, like the ones I showed before, that are accessible with any two-wheel drive vehicle. But some of this stuff, you're not going to make it this far out without a smaller four-wheel drive vehicle. Whew. I'm going to pant for a little while. I'll get back to you. So walking back from the water, and Google shows these roads going further, but there's a barricade, so we're not going forward that direction. We believe there's no other roads, but there is camping at the end of this if you make it this far. Roads aren't too terribly bad for two-wheel drive, but yeah, the roads that Google Maps show going on from here do not exist. Just a quick heads up. Here is a nice little campsite at the end of the road. I should almost stay. I'm not sure I want to play with this guy. Sure is pretty. I just don't know what kind of snake it is. And it's not running. And the fact that it's not running makes me think that it's not scared of me. Are those little baby rattles on its tail? I don't know. Well, I managed to get that snake off the trail yesterday and off in the woods, and today I'm out in the kayak. Let's see if we can right in the camera. There we go. Out on the kayak, just floating around, enjoying the scenery. It's a little bit warm, plenty of sunscreen, but it's nice, and I can always jump in if I need to. There are other families out here on kayaks. You can hear them talking in the background, I think. It's very nice and relaxing, though. Well, we've made it up to the dam. Current's picked up a little bit here. Let's get a little closer, see what I can see. I don't know if this picks up on camera, but I'm on the edge where the water's slow. But if you look out here, where it gets choppy, current picks up a whole lot. I want to get as close as I can and then ride that back. I think that'll be fun. This looks interesting, following some other kayakers into here. Almost looks like a cave. Probably should have brought a GoPro with a mount on it so I could actually paddle with two hands, because this is rather difficult. I'm going to make it through this little pass. I'll come back to you. This is really cool. It's to the right of the dam. And there are no trespassing signs, so we probably shouldn't go in there. Let me take a look inside though. I don't know how far back that goes, but it's really neat. See if I can zoom a little. Yeah, it goes a good ways. Okay, we're going to float down this and see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose my phone and everything else and unable to share this. We're cruising along. Up here, there's a little bit of rough stuff there. That'll be fun to go through. Let's do it. Just a little choppy. Nothing terrible. Nothing super exciting. Oh well, it was fun though. I came by here earlier, but it was too crowded. I waited for the people to leave. It's a popular little spot. People hang out. This is the lower side of the lower dam. Earlier in the video, we looked at the upper dam from the other side. Or no, it would be this side of the upper dam. But there's two of them, and this is the lower one. And this is the water behind. This is the upstream side of that lower dam we were just looking at. If you can visualize where the locks are, where they let the water out through those squares, if you can visualize those steel plates on the other side and how low the water was below that on the opposite side of the dam, probably a good 20 feet if I had to guess, gives you an idea of how much lower the water level would be up here if that dam weren't here. All of this would be much, much lower, much, much narrower. I am hiking some of the trails. Been playing on the kayak for a couple days, and I'm gonna get my feet back on solid ground now and check out some of the hiking they have to offer in the area. It's well-defined trails, but I'll do a quick pan, just kind of show a little of the scenery. If you want to go hike in the woods and get away from things, this is as good a place as any. Occasionally, you might find a friend in the woods to say hi to. Would you like to say hi? Say hi. You're not going to say hi? Okay. I found a place on the map called Nifty Rocks. Took a minute to find here. Hope you can hear it in the background, but we're not too far from the shooting range, rifle range. But there's a fire pit. People have camped around here, but these back here are the Nifty Rocks. That's what they call them. And I would imagine a long time ago, these were all underground, and this is a result of erosion. Just left these rocks, big rocks, you know. One up top's small car size. Just left them stacked up. It's neat to walk around. And I have walked, I guess I'm at 5.5 miles now. It's mid-90s. It's a little toasty out here. They tower up against you if you get close to them. There are other ones back here sticking up. Kind of go for a little while down the trail. I don't know if the trail's hard to find here or if I just missed it, but it did take me a minute to actually get here. But it is an interesting rock formation you just come across compared to its surrounding landscape. It's worth a little hike. Come check it out. I found an unfriendly guy on the side of the road. You can't really see him very well, but he's making sounds at me like he doesn't like me very much. See that? He's got his, I've never seen that before, like in real life. He's like flared up, like a cobra would be. And he's hissing at me. Grumpy little fella. Not going to get him any madder than I already have. Found a lookout just pulling off the side of the road. This is above the waterfall. You can hear people, kids playing down there. If you look really closely, above that tree in the center on the bank, there's a campsite on the other side of the river right there. But this is just a good, just nice little view. Most of the people on the kayaks and stuff, they peter off towards the end of the day, so it's quiet, peaceful in the evenings. But there's no safety railings here. Here you can come all the way out and to the edge, and from the edge, you're looking straight down. It is a great view, though. Unless I find something spectacular, this should be our last stop that will be included in this video at, however you pronounce that, Uwharrie, something there. And this is OHV, it's in the trailhead area, and the road goes down. Road's pretty good, and tells you no fire rings. We're going to go read these signs over here and see what we have. There aren't many amenities, it doesn't appear. You have your general rules, regulations, all of that good fun stuff. And there's a map, and it says, you're here. That's where you are. The road that comes in goes along this river here for a while. It's a really nice drive. There are a few camping spots where you can park and walk your camping stuff down, but you can't drive right into the campsite in those areas. Let's look around, see what we have over here. We've got another huge list of rules. It tells you four-wheelers and dirt bikes not advised. I don't know if you can see back there, but it goes uphill pretty quick. Here's all the fun rules. And I'm not going to go all the way down that trail and check things out. I will check around and see if there's any camping on the outskirts, see if there's anything interesting to report back on that. Okay, doesn't look like there's much here. Just a garbage can, trail, parking. You could, I guess, camp in a parking lot. There are no amenities. There's no some of the other ones where you go across those barricades over there, like some campsites and things. There's nothing of that over here. I'll wrap this up here unless I find something interesting to show you. Okay, this is on Forest Road 555. I stopped here. This is the nicest of the campsites that I've seen along here, and that goes up the road. The road is right along here. Trail. You have to walk down that way. You can't just step right out of your vehicle, so you would have to carry things down. But this is this campsite. Here's your fire pit. And this is the nicest one that I have seen here, and it's right on the water. We're going to walk down here and pan back and forth on the little river a little bit. Let y'all take a look. There are not a lot of campsites on this road, and this is the best of the few. The other roads in the other we've mentioned earlier, there's a lot more camping out that way. This here, there's fewer spots, and it's quieter. This is a lot quieter, not fewer people. But yeah, you're right here on the water. I don't know about you, but I could call this home.